Welcome to this week's episode of Your Stock Request for the 3rd of September. Hi, I'm Michael Gable, Managing Director of Fairmont Equities. Your Stock Request is the weekly video where I take your requests and analyse the share price charts. So this week we have REA Group, Northern Star Resources, Jumbo Interactive, Verizon Holdings and Big TinCan. So if you have a request, please send it through. Remember, if you enjoy these videos, please share them on social media. Make sure you have signed up to the newsletter. Our main business is in portfolio management, so if you need further help, please give me a call. And just remember, any advice is general only. So this is REA Group daily chart. As we can see, since the March lows, we've just had this very nice uptrend here, quite smooth. I think, limited volatility. Most recently, we did look at it in our dynamic investor report at the end of July. What we noticed was a clear consolidation of the prior uptrend, which was a bullish sign. This consolidation was occurring under the old high, and as we can see, it's broken out and continued to trend. Most recently, there has been a bit of price rejection here. We can see up at these levels near 120. But having said that, in the last couple of days, it's performed very well against the broader market. So, still looking pretty good here. I think for a buying opportunity, you need to see it actually get beyond this level here, and then we know that it will resume the uptrend. Okay, Northern Star Resources. So, it was actually looking good several weeks ago. So what we had was, there was an obvious line of resistance here and it managed to break through and retest that. But as we could see, it's failed to follow on. So basically the first warning sign was here where it dropped under this old level, support level. And then we could see a few days later, it's tried to rally through it and rejected. So this big downwards bar here is basically the other sell signal. So looking a bit vulnerable here. I think there's obvious support around $13. So we really need to see it find support and turn back up. Okay, Jumbo Interactive. So if we zoom out, you could see that there was a downtrend there. Now it's not trending lower anymore. However, it's not exactly in an uptrend either. So we've got this sort of sideways movement here. And basically where we had this old high in May, it hasn't been able to go to a new high. It's basically tested that and then rejected. So that's a worrying sign. What we really need to see is, if we wanted to buy this thing, I'd like to see it close above $14. I want to see it get above that obvious resistance level. Otherwise, the risk is still to the downside. Okay, Horizon. So after finding resistance near $5 and coming back, it hasn't been able to push beyond that. So ever since this rejection here, it's just been drifting lower and lower. So at the moment, the risk, I think, is to the downside. However, I think there's some obvious potential support where it is now. So it was up yesterday. It really needs to follow through strongly for us to be confident that this support's going to hold. Otherwise, as I said, at the moment, this just looks like a bit of a downtrend developing. Finally, Big TinCan. So we could see that around $1 was some obvious resistance, and then it broke through last week. So this breakout here, this day, was the buy signal, of course, and it's been trading pretty well ever since. So nothing wrong with how it's trading. As a hold, I'd be happy to hold it. I think as a buy, it's clearly extended. I mean, if you're buying something up here, you need to think about where you place your stops, and if your stops are all the way down here, I mean, that's a big potential loss. So I think, with these big daily ranges, it'd be nice to see that sort of settle down. If it can sort of ease back and then get going again, then that would be the next buying opportunity. So too early to buy, but as a hold, I'd be happy to hold. Okay, well that's all for this week. If you have a request, send it through. We'll try to include your stock next week for you.